de la Organization for Cultural Hispanic Heritage. Por favor, señor.
Muchísimas gracias. I would first like to thank the committee for approving my petition to speak here today. My name is Walter Alomar, and I'm the president of the Organization for Cultural Hispanic Origins. I was granted the opportunity to speak here before, and I am grateful to be able to return. I believe that it is my duty as a member of the Puerto Rican community to use my voice and influence to help those that can't be here today, but need to have their stories told. That being said, I want to use this opportunity to make some things very clear. Last year when I addressed the committee, I said that colonization is extinction, and unfortunately, I was proven correct. What we have seen following the aftermath of Hurricane Irma and Maria is an intentional lack of support from the U.S. government, which has resulted in the worst disaster recovery and relief in this country's history, as well as thousands of deaths on the island. The most recent number is 4,645, as you're all probably aware. But let's be realistic. We all know that number is likely much higher. The United States has failed the people of Puerto Rico and directly caused the death of thousands. This is colonialism. The island, almost the size of Connecticut, was left without power or supplies for months. Do you think that if Connecticut lost power in 100% of the state, it would take 4 months to even see 10% restoration? Of course not. That would be ludicrous. It's absurd. But we did that to Puerto Rico. In fact, people are still without power. We are 9 months post-Hurricane Maria. 9 months. And we have still yet to see 100% restoration on the island. And if anyone thinks this isn't directly related to the fact that Puerto Rico is a colony of the United States, then you haven't been paying attention. Puerto Rico is an island rich in resources to be exploited, which just happens to be inhabited by a bunch of brown folks that no one really cares about. I'm not sure if many of you are aware of this, but at the same time that people on the island were applying for FEMA funds to restore their current homes and being denied, FEMA was distributing relocation vouchers. So we wouldn't approve funds for residents to stay on the island and fix their homes, but we will pay to relocate them? And why do you think that is? Well, the short answer is gentrification, which is absolutely tied to colonialism. Hurricane Maria is the best thing that could have happened to Puerto Rico as far as the U.S. is concerned. It forced thousands off the island, exacerbated the already rapid migration of islanders to the mainland. And without funds to restore their homes, they can't return. Abandoned homes are a breeding ground for vulture capitalists. We are being starved, abused, and robbed of our land. When will it end? I worked on the island restoring power for 9 weeks this past fall and winter. I was honored to be able to do so, but while I was there, I learned some very disturbing things. Did you know that the hospitals on the island were told not to report the deaths to the health department? The government did not want us to have an accurate count of the victims. Did you know that the Army Corps of Engineers and FEMA blocked utility workers from obtaining necessary supplies and completing repairs? Did you know that we would turn the power on for a community only to find the work mysteriously altered in our absence and without power again? We can't continue to pretend like this isn't intentional. We have to do something, and without the ability to have our freedom from this inhumane colonial status, our hands remain tied. I know everyone in this room wants to eliminate the colonial status. What is happening in Puerto Rico is abusive, intentional, and outrageous. But we need to get the General Assembly and Congress to see that. We need to be free. We need to move this conversation beyond this room and see a real change. But I will say this. I have never been more confident in the ability of my people to overcome than I am right now. While Trump is tossing paper towels to my people, mocking their plight and insulting them, we were coming together and rising up. I saw islanders clearing roads, cooking meals for entire communities, and offering medical care to their neighbors. I saw them surviving. My people were left to die, literally left to die. All because we are nothing more than an opportunity for rich white businessmen. But even with the substandard help from the U.S., even with the intentional neglect, they continue to rise. The island may have been knocked down, but they are stronger and more determined than ever. Give us our freedom from colonial status, let us restore our island, and give us the respect we deserve, and do it now. Que viva Puerto Rico libre.